Comic-Con 2024, it happened. It was huge. It was big. Kevin Feige went to Hall H and gave those Marvel announcements unexpected up until a couple weeks before, and they made the announcement. They were there. Here they come. If you don't want to know, spoiler alert. Oh, in the MCU panel only, sticking to just the MCU stuff. We will talk about Comic-Con more on a future episode. For the MCU stuff, Captain America, Brave New World, they show the trailer. They had the cast there, Anthony Mackie, Harrison Ford, the whole crew. It was awesome. We're pumped for this movie. Can't wait to see Sam Wilson, Anthony Mackie back in the Captain America suit for this movie. We're counting it down. So much going on with this film. Thunderbolts, the whole cast was there. They showed the trailer. It was awesome. Fantastic Four, they brought the cast. Pedro Pascal and the rest were there. There was a Fantastic Four car that flew into Hall H. I thought it was a virtual reality thing. On my phone, I thought it was like augmented reality, where you think you think that there's, they really tricky on these things sometimes where you think but the crowd is going wild looking up at this car, and I've seen pictures of it. It was pretty amazing, and definitely, got a little bit of more imagery of the Fantastic Four cast in their suits, and super pumped for this movie. I think there were some teases of Galactus maybe being a part of the story. I didn't read too much into it. That's more of a rumor. And the big news, folks, why we're here right now today. Robert Downey Jr. is back in the MCU. It was a total shock. It was a complete shock. I was not there at Comic-Con. I'm going to go every year now after this experience. I was watching live on Twitter, all the people helping me out. Brandon Davis, Eric Davis. I've been thinking, are those guys related? Eric Davis with Fandango, Brandon Davis over at Comic Book, Jenna Anderson from Phase Zero podcast, Screen Rant, IGN, Rob Keys, so many people really keeping us informed on this podcast, so when we bring that knowledge, that's who we're looking at. The same stuff you guys are, the heroes that are on the ground figuring it out. On the stage, you have Doom minions, right? Like Doom loyalist. And they probably have like actual names, and Scotty's going to kill me for not knowing those. And out comes Doom onto the stage in the mask, the green hood, and pulls back. Off the mask it comes, wide arms, Robert Downey Jr. up there is going to play Victor Von Doom. This is insane. He is back. This is an unbelievable return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We did not see this coming. This was an announcement with Kevin Feige on stage, as well as the Russo brothers. Apparently, Robert Downey Jr., one of his only must-haves if he made the return to the MCU was that the Russo brothers direct the films that he was in, and those, what are these films? Avengers, Doomsday, coming out May 2026 is what they're promising, and Avengers Secret Wars. No more Kang Dynasty. Also, we have got to look back at the list from the last Hall H announcement and all the titles they promised us, where it seems like, how many did they capitalize on? How many did they leave on the floor? And how many things are going to not happen that we thought might happen? This is kind of a concern. They didn't announce any other movies outside of these two big films and the ones that we already mentioned. What does this mean? Robert Downey Jr. played Iron Man. He was just 2019 when Avengers Endgame came out. It's only 2024. Why am I saying only? It's only been 5 years since he was in the MCU. It seems a little fast to come back to fans. To me, it feels a little desperate. It feels like what I was saying about Deadpool and Wolverine and placing bets on that movie. This feels like part of it. Like, this feels like maybe this is the moment to bring back one of the big stars. And even with parts of Deadpool and Wolverine, we learn new things about universes, and this character, this actor, RDJ, coming back raises so many more questions than answers. What we do know, though, is he's playing Victor Von Doom, meaning he's not supposedly playing Tony Stark. However, will the multiverse come in play? Will variants come in play? Like, maybe a young Tony Stark is taken from his universe, very young and becomes this Victor Von Doom or something. You know, or like maybe they say maybe they have the same parents or something like that. Scotty's going to have way more knowledge on this. This is just the breaking news side of it that RDJ is back, man. So if you're asking me if it was too soon, if you're asking me if it's too desperate, no. I'm a fan that the more that you can do with these amazing characters while I'm here for it, truthfully, like I want to be here for these big moments like Robert Downey Jr. coming back. And I'll go ahead and plug my wish list. Chris Evans, Captain America, doing the Infinity Stone return trip. We fans have been wanting that forever. That's no surprise, but that's the kind of stuff. The moment they announce that, I'm gonna be so happy. So RDJ, welcome back. Way more to come. You heard it here on Mostly Superheroes, and you can count on another Comic-Con 2024 discussion with the fellows in the future. Subscribe at mostlysuperheroes.com. We'll see you soon.